Consciousness is an energy, a pure energy of unconditional love that is available from God to all. At the point of engagement with consciousness, the soul remembers another aspect of its wisdom. Wisdom that is deeply buried in some cases. The consciousness touching the soul allows it to awaken, allows it to remember and retrieve things that it needs, the things it needs in order to grow, serve, and heal. Consciousness can be obtained directly from Source, but is also available at different levels of purity in and around you, depending on factors such as culture, environment, the foods consumed, but mainly whether there is a spiritual practice. Consciousness is available constantly to everyone, all of the time. Its goal, to envelope every cell of your being, and in so doing, cleanse, purify, and raise your vibration. To raise your energy ever closer to the vibration and purity of God, the Source. Consciousness of a higher vibration equal to God can only be accessed by a few, but other layers of consciousness, including Christ consciousness, is available to the masses at this time, should they wish to pursue this dedicated spiritual path. Christ consciousness is the breath of God stepped down one level. To access Christ consciousness, you will already be a spiritual aspirant. You will already be working with the divine laws, releasing and cleansing personal, astral, and universal karma. You will already be on the path towards ascension. Ascension is the path you walk towards Christ consciousness. It is a dedicated path, requiring focus, clarity, commitment, and mostly periods of stillness, contemplation, and prayer. The purpose of raising consciousness is to help your soul reach closer and closer to the path of God. Once you have completed the path of ascension through spiritual mastery of surrender, then you will now reach the final and purest opening of consciousness available to man. This is called God consciousness. As you walk your path, the Masters accompany you. At each junction, you have choices. You walk in one direction with one Master, or you walk in another direction with another Master. All paths are routes of learning, healing, and personal sacrifice or service. Each path is the path taking you closer to your goal. Your goal is to reach the destination called home. To reach your destination, you will be following the divine laws of detachment, surrender, divine love, and service. Divine love is the practice of seeing everyone with the eyes and heart of a master, an ascended master. At the level of God's consciousness, you have now forfeited any attachment through the practices of divine love and surrender. Surrender is where you acknowledge and understand the natural flow and order to everything. You understand and know how to live in the oneness. In the oneness, there is no past, no future, no ego, only love, divine love in each moment. In the flow of this divine consciousness called the oneness, you only know how to surrender and receive miracles. All the other states of being, which include ego, have no meaning for you. Home is where all divine souls rest. Home is the place called heaven, the place of unconditional love, God's eternal residence. When you are home, you are resonating with the energy of God's consciousness. Being in the divine consciousness is you experiencing the miracle of God's breath in action. God's breath is the oneness, also known as Brahma, Chi, or Prana. Lord Kuthumi, the master of the inner realms, a paradise, a paradigm, a place of love, rest, and light. The place of Bardo, the place of consciousness, of oneness.